Unit Biology YouTube channel. So for this video, we are going to share with you some tips and tricks how to do in your UPS 1 semester 2. Okay, so this is some revision session. So today we have me, Puan Lim Sin Yi, and also Puan NORFAIZAH binti Ahmad as your unit biology lecturers.
Hi, Lynn. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So we are going to share some tips lah, yeah. Okay, so is this you before your exam starts? Okay, hopefully not to be like this, yeah. Keep calm, everyone, and study for your exam. I know that it is not so easy to, study in the different new norm, okay, but try to do your best. So our UPS 1 will be held on 23rd of February 2021. Okay, it is on a Tuesday. So what we should do before the UPS? So of course we must study and do exercises for all the topics which will be tested in your UPS. So for this UPS 1, we are going to test on your chapter 1 and chapter 2, biodiversity and ecology topic. Okay, so do all the exercises, especially the tutorial questions for your chapter 1 and chapter 2. Remember it, okay, understand it, and simpan memory lah, keep it in your memory. All right. The skills were not mastered in one day, so you have to start from now onwards. So as we all know that UPS is 20% from our PB marks, so it is quite a lot. So for this semester, same like Sem 1, we have 3 UPS, so it will accumulate all the marks from your UPS and will be accumulated as 20 marks. So chapter 1, biodiversity, and chapter 2, ecology, will come out in your UPS 1. Okay, so for this one, I pass to Puan NORFAIZAH.
Okay, thank you, Madam Lim. All right, all the students, thank you for the very interesting starting from Madam Lim. Okay, if you refer to this triangle, right? Okay, the percentage in order for you to gain, okay, your understanding and whatever you have learned during your lesson, okay, the most is teach others or immediate use of learning, meaning after you have done, okay, your tutorial class or your lecture class, or you go through whatever exercises from your Google Classroom that had been assigned by your lecturer. So make sure you first must practice by doing. Okay, like Madam Lim just now mentioned, doing all the tutorial. Okay, I believe that all your lecturers, okay, have been shared with you. We have, for, if I'm not mistaken, Madam Lim, for chapter 1, biodiversity, okay, all the tutorial question, objective tutorial question is already in the Google form. Am I right, Madam Lim?
Yes.
Yeah, I think start from 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 tak ada lah because 1.3 you all dah buat during your experiment. The experiment, you still remember the experiment, the gram standing experiment, that one okay, and then 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, and if I'm not mistaken 1.7, there are 2 parts. Okay, so try to practice all the tutorial question, okay, because that will help you better for your UPS, okay, that cover all the subtopic under biodiversity. Madam Lee, right? Okay, and then because the tutorial question actually cover CLO1, right, which is actually like what Madam Lim showed earlier with the beginning of our slide just now. Okay, for UPS the question is actually level CLO1 and kalau susah sikit pun CLO2. Right? Okay, so that is for biodiversity. Okay, kalau ekologi chapter 2, there will be 2 subtopic, right? For your exercise, for the tutorial question that you can try to practice. Okay, because when it is practiced by doing, okay, you will gain 75%. Especially, like Madam Lim just now mentioned, next week on Tuesday, you are only given out of all the subtopics, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Madam Lim, they only have to answer only 20 questions je. 20 soalan je, okay, 20 soalan macam mana agihan dia, right? So because biodiversity lagi just now like teacher mentioned, weightage dia besar, so it will cover almost 13 question. Madam Lee, right? Okay, 13 question from biodiversity, okay, and another 7 question is from ecology. Okay, so teacher hope, okay, kelas in order for you to get full mark, okay, memang cikgu kalau boleh, cikgu selalu pesan, okay, like teacher Madam Lim pun pesan tadi, your contribution of UPS is quite a lot, 20%, accumulate lah, nanti accumulate from all the topics, except topic, tak ada, for UPS semua masuk, okay, 75% you must practice, okay, the question that have been convert to Google form, so that you get used to the UPS nanti on the Tuesday, right? And kalau boleh, right, Madam Lee, kalau boleh jangan guessing, right? Jawab soalan itu because you really understand the topics you learn. Okay, so and then after you practice by doing, if you want to teach, it means kalau you rasa aku nak share yang aku faham ni dengan someone else. Let's say you faham Kingdom Animalia tu a lot, right? Okay, excited nak bincang the structure of Leucosolenia. Actually Leucosolenia tu kalau you tengok kartun, it's actually a SpongeBob. Okay, then when you learn about Kingdom Animalia, then you discover, oh, actually the SpongeBob tu adalah illustration dalam kartun je, but when you learn the real situation is actually a very primitive animal. Okay, so you can teach others. Immediate use of learning to it, you will get 90%. Right. Yeah. Okay, and it also will, it also will help them to prepare for their assignment. Right? Because assignment also contribute quite a lot, 15%, right? Okay, so next, Madam Lim.
Yeah, especially during this new norm, everyone is already used to use the Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, and so on. So instead of going face to face with your friends, maybe you can open one Google Meet to meet your friends online. So it doesn't matter whether your friend is near to you or far from you. So you can teach your friend by using the Google Meet, just like what your lecturer did. Okay, so take this opportunity to teach others and you will get more on the knowledge.
Yeah, agree 100% with Madam Lim. Alright, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. So Madam Lim, you want to say anything about this?
Maybe Puan NORFAIZAH, you talk about this one.
Okay.
Exam
alright,
technique.
so actually,
you are more familiar on
it. Okay, thank you, Madam Lim. Actually, all my students, okay, when talking about exam, okay, exam, you just done your MUET exam, right? Okay, so actually the techniques is quite almost the same, right? So when we talk about technique, when the exam, when you're facing an exam, okay, actually technique tu sama je. Okay, it's just that, right, in order to get better mark, apa maksud teknik kalau dalam UPS ni, apa teknik cikgu, right, so actually, nanti you kena faham objektif, okay, you actually, jawapan dah ada, dah ready dah, you just choose, okay, a best answer, and there will be a distractor yang akan distract kamu. Right? Okay, distractor yang baik ialah dia akan menyebabkan kamu tend to choose the distractor instead of the jawapan yang betul, Madam Lim, Okay, so that
Sometimes
is,
the objective questions is more difficult to answer than the structured questions. Yeah,
yeah,
because
definitely
when there
correct.
is the options, then you might get dizzy. Which one to choose?
Ya, betul. Betul. Madam ni cakap tu, cikgu pun agree. Okay. So, we are going nanti after this, kita akan tengok a few question lah Alright. Just to give you an idea. Okay. Kalau boleh, jangan kamu tersilap pilih. Right. Okay. So, being able to identify what is required in an answer, this is actually more to, first tadi teknik kelas dah dapat di kelas Okay, teknik tadi you must understand the stem, the question stem. Okay, pokok soalan tu apa yang dia nak Right, markah memang satu je lah markah memang each question will contribute 1 mark. Okay, being able to identify is required in an answer. So that means you really like Madam Lim just mentioned just now. Okay, make sure you really understand the learning outcomes yang you dah belajar before this. Okay, when you understand the learning outcomes that you need to learn, then kamu takkan tend to make a mistake, right? Okay, targeting your answers to the questions also is actually referring to the task word. Okay, for objective maybe task word is quite simple. Kalau PSPM tu kamu kena tahu describe lah, explain lah kan. Tapi for objective biasanya kita akan guna more than the 4W Madam Lim the 4W what, which, apa lagi, what, which, 4W 1H how, okay. So that is
Where, when.
where, yes, when, betul. Okay, thank you Madam Lim. Okay, and then learning how to answer question the way the examiner intended them to be answered ni. Okay, actually for objective maybe quite simple lah but like what Madam Lee mentioned just now, okay, sometimes you kata oh lah objektif boleh tembak, tu yang menyebabkan you cannot get full mark. Alright, so kalau cikgu always remind all my students, make sure UPS ni kalau boleh you try to make less mistake. Okay, because this is actually your assessment, your penilaian berterusan ni. Rugi kalau you tak score. Because PSPM pun belum tentu lagi, you don't know, PSPM you have 10 topics. Okay, 10 topics to answer, Madam Lim
Yeah.
Right, so that is a bit lah from me. Okay, so we can proceed.
Yeah, sometimes if it is the best that if you know the answer, then you can choose the answer correctly. But worst to the worst case, maybe if you do not know how to answer, maybe you just use the cancelling the wrong answers option. So out of the 4 options, then you just cancel off which one is wrong, then 50%, then maybe that time only you consider which one is the correct answer.
Yeah, agree. Yes, you are correct, Madam Lim.
Yeah, okay. So we go to the next slide.
Okay.
Okay, so the format of the UPS 1 for this SEM, okay, SEM 2, 2020-2021. So you will be given 30 minutes and technical problem for 5 minutes. So same like SEM 1, we will do it in the Google Form way, okay, in the Google Classroom. So total 20 questions. So it will be assigned 20 marks, objective questions. So the topic is biodiversity 13 questions and ecology 7 questions, just like what Puan NORFAIZAH mentioned just now. So the arah soalan, it will be C1 and C2. Okay. So Google Classroom and Google Form. Yeah. Okay. So the topic which will be, sorry. Okay, so the topic will come out C1 and C2. So sorry, is the screen become what you have seen? What are you seeing?
Okay, Madam Lim, I can see you clearly.
Okay, sorry. So the subtopic which will come out in your chapter 1, it is 1.1 until 1.7. So the C1 and C2 level questions mostly is about state. Okay, state types of biodiversity, state hierarchical classification, importance, okay, unique characteristic. So all these things you need to know. Yeah. So Puan Norfaiza, anything to add on this?
Yeah. Okay, actually if you see from the list, okay, there is no reason for you to say the UPS is hard. Okay, because like Madam Lin said, you are only knowing the the basic ataupun starting the basic concept where you need to state. Okay, example like Madam Lin, right? Okay, state type of biodiversity. Automatically, if teacher mention type of biodiversity, automatically in your mind, okay, if you really apa get, or when you during your lesson, okay, there are 3 types. Am I right, Madam Lim? Okay, terus je terus you boleh tahu dah. Terus kalau you kata state type biodiversity, automatically you can know dah what is the question will ask you. Okay, so the question automatically will ask you what are the 3 types of biodiversity when you start learning your 1.1. Okay,
But
and so
even though, yeah, sorry.
okay, tak apa.
Yeah.
Okay, Madam.
Even though the questions that came out is C1 and C2 level, but we still need to remember it. Like for example, if the questions came out as phylum Lycophyta, so immediately you have to think that Lycophyta is under kingdom Plantae. So you cannot link to other things else lah. So all those classification and the unique characteristic you also need to remember well.
Yeah, agree, right? As well as the example, Madam Lim, for each kingdom. Yeah, like Protista, okay, they have 2 sub kingdom. Okay, Protozoa, which is a plant, animal like. Okay, they have 4 phyla, right? And then because that one confirm, confirm there will be a question on that learning outcomes. Because if you're referring to 1.4 example, state the classification of Protista example. Okay, so you have to memorize the 6 example, the Euglena, Chlamydomonas, the Plasmodium, okay, the what else? Amoeba.
Apicomplexa.
Yeah, the phyla itself, right? Okay, same goes to the fungi. The three example for each example under the the kingdom fungi. Okay, we have, okay, and how scientists classify them. Okay, based on what structure,
and the scientific name.
Yeah, of course, yes. Okay, definitely you are correct, Madam Lim. Okay, because that is also one of the important tasks they have to complete in their assignment. Am I right? Okay, so you are given 20 species. Am I not mistaken for your task 1? Okay, so teacher hope by doing slowly that task, I think you should be, you have to start already, okay? Because you are going to answer your task 1 and task 2 to online, So hoping by doing your assignment, you actually cover also for your this subtopic for your UPS as well. Okay?
Okay.
Yang teacher worry, yang I'm worried, Madam Lim, dia ni 1.7 ni. I'm quite worried about that. Because 1.7, yeah, they have 9 phyla. Okay, so 9 phyla, and each phylum they have their own unique characteristic, where especially the 5, even though that one is the evolutionary is more to task 3, okay, for your assignment, but still you need to understand, Madam Ni, right, the 9 evolutionary, the 5 evolutionary characteristic, right? Okay, so the the radial, the symmetry, that one. Okay, if you ask about that, the coelomate, the body cavity. So make sure you at least have the idea about it, right? Okay.
Okay.
So that one is chapter 1. Okay.
Chapter 2, so far okay, not so much. Because
Yeah.
some of the topic is under C3 and C4. So the one which is under C1 and C2 is just topic 2.1, define ecosystem. 2.2, energy flow. You need to know about the pyramid. Okay.
Yes.
2.3, biogeochemical cycle. Then the 2.4, the conservation. That part is under C3 and C4. Okay. And then 2.5 is population ecology.
Yeah. Okay. But for like the fund ecosystem is more about the what? At least you have to know the biotic and the abiotic components at least lah. Okay. And then the energy flow, like Madam Lim just now mentioned, is about the food chain. Right, the role of trophic level, energy flow, one of the popular PSPM letter memang itu confirm. Okay, the three type of ecological pyramid tu but actually for UPS you all boleh ditanya juga very basic lah. Okay, the trophic level, the concept of trophic level, the and also the food chain. Okay, and like biochemical cycle, Madeline, they maybe the question will ask them about the carbon cycle and also the nitrogen cycle, but a very basic lah. Okay, because like nitrogen cycle, it related to the the domain bacteria as well as what the importance of the importance of bacteria. Okay, the role of bacteria. Okay, so it can be, you can relate under the nitrogen cycle as well lah. Okay, for population ecology, kalau cikgu tak silap, you kena tahu tu lah maybe they will ask you about the basic about the shape of graph.
Exponential and logistic.
Yeah, yes, the logistic and the exponential and the J curve, the J shape curve, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's chapter 2. Okay.
Okay.
So this one is actually, I think, the same one.
Same. Okay. So now we share with you some example of questions lah. Okay, which will come out in the UPS. So the questions are.
Yeah, majorly we are doing the 75% just now from the pyramid of what just now we share, okay, in order to get in order you
learning skills.
Yeah, okay, 75%. So now teacher, both of us would share a few questions. So after that, it's on your own. Especially like teacher mentioned tadi, dalam Google Classroom, all your exercises, tutorial question tu dah banyak lah cikgu. Cikgu try pun, dah cukup cover lah So make sure you try to attempt that question, okay? Alright, so Madam Lim, kita proceed, jom.
Okay, so this one is from chapter 1 questions. Who proposed the 5 kingdom system? Okay, so you might get some question, something like this, which asks about the name of the scientists. So all the names here, it has been came out in your lecture notes before, just that depends on whether you know how to choose it. So 5 kingdom system proposed by, all the names sound so familiar. Hardy and Beard, Carolus Linnaeus, Robert Harding Whittaker, Carl Wood. Okay, so
this one memang tak boleh guessing lah, madam This one you kena tahu. Okay. This one memang you kena hafal. This one teacher tak boleh kata you tak boleh get otak because every scientist ni they contribute with their own specialized Hardy Weinberg, kalau like Madam Lim just mentioned just now So anyone, do you think which one is the answer? A, B, C, D.
Hardy Weinberg is what we have learned in semester 1 before, right? That is for the population genetics.
Yeah, betul, correct. Okay.
Carolus Linnaeus is involved in the biodiversity, but he did not propose the five kingdom system. He proposed the binomial nomenclature. The
Yeah.
scientific name should be stemmed from genus and the species.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing now for your task one?
Yeah.
Mm.
So Carus is the one who proposed the arche domain. Okay.
The
So the
three
best
domain,
answer,
the
yeah,
three domain
domain.
system, right?
So the best answer is Whittaker.
Yeah, Whittaker, right? So remember, Robert Harding Whittaker. Maybe, okay, Madam Lim, if the question asks who proposed, let's say, the question, we can change the question. Who proposed the three
Domain system.
domain system? So what do you think the answer, class?
Yeah.
Okay, cikgu boleh guna balik soalan ni sebenarnya, kan, Madam Lim, kan? Okay,
Yes.
five kingdom system, yes. Robert Harding Whittaker. So let's say teacher nak ubah sikit, who proposed the three domain system? Okay.
So of course, answer is D lah, Carus.
Yeah. Yes, always, so make sure you all please, this is example for CLO1, okay, which is for me memang direct, and very easy, so make sure you can tackle the question. Okay, so next.
Okay, which of the following organisms belongs to domain bacteria?
Yeah. Okay, this is what earlier teacher mentioned, Madam Lim, right? Okay, where if we refer back to the table that earlier Madam Lim share, right? Okay, state the classification of domain archaea and domain bacteria. So you must automatically be able to memorize juga the example of the species under that particular domain. Okay, alright. So also sounds familiar, right, Madam Lim, right? All the organism?
Yeah. Escherichia coli, Sulfolobus species, Plasmodium species, and Obelia species.
Yeah.
So the best is actually we must know that each of the species there belongs to which kingdom or which phylum.
Yeah.
Then you will know the answer directly.
Yes.
Okay, without guessing.
Okay,
so first one, yeah.
I like what Madam Lim just now mentioned. If let's say you are not quite familiar with the Obelia, so that means automatically what Madam, Obelia is actually the higher organism, right? Okay.
Yeah, this is the kingdom Animalia.
So you dah boleh buang distractor D tu memang is the apa ni, distractor yang paling weak lah, Okay. So yang akan distract you agak-agak yang mana?
Maybe A and B.
Yeah, right? Yes. Okay.
So
which one?
Escherichia coli is the very famous bacteria lah. We always talk about E. coli. That is the one. Escherichia coli. So Escherichia coli is a kind of bacteria. Sulfolobus is also a kind of bacteria. But why we do not choose this answer? Because Sulfolobus species, it is under domain RK.
Yeah.
If the question, we change it to which of the following organism is bacteria, then maybe the option A and B would be our answer.
Yeah, agree. So this is what the tips earlier we mentioned, Madam Lim. Okay, the student must be really understand the question tu nak apa. Okay, yes. Domain ke atau example of domain ke atau example of bacteria. Yeah. Right, because these two, the domain archaea and the domain bacteria is actually belongs to prokaryote.
Bacteria, so, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so which one do you think? I think, Madam Lim, this question they should dia tak boleh patut salah, because last semester they have already learn about what the recombinant DNA, the lactopron, Okay,
So
we are,
everyone already familiar with E. coli lah, right?
yeah, and some
Mm.
more we also do this E. coli. They what? They use the E. coli as example for what our experiment as well, right?
Yes.
Eksperimen gram tennis teknik you are observing this bacteria, cuma itu you buat online lah kalau tak you kalau okay, if you experience the real experiment is very interesting Madam Lee, right? Okay, you
Yeah.
can observe the structure of E. coli, pink color, excited
Mm.
Okay, so this one,
Okay.
yes, the answer is A. Okay, alright. Okay, so Madam Lee, let's say if this question we choose, let's say, which of the following organism belongs to domain archaea? Okay, so the answer will be
Become B.
yeah. Okay, so you all please you all, this is what teacher kata teknik awal tadi. Okay, really understand the what the question want you to choose. Then nak test you tentang apa this is actually learning outcomes to test you about the domain and what are the organism that group, okay, atau that belongs, that classify under this domain. Okay.
Yeah, this is like what I said just now also. You must know the name belongs to which phylum. Like for example, when you see the Plasmodium species, then you might get nervous. Oh, Plasmodium, is it bacteria or what? So if you
Yeah.
know that Plasmodium species is under the kingdom Protista, under the phylum Epicomplexa, then you won't get confused anymore.
Yeah,
Okay?
automatically,
So,
yes. Automatically you won't choose C and D. Right.
yes. Okay, question 3. Arrange the taxonomic category in the correct taxon. So usually when the taxonomic category, we arrange from the larger subset to the smallest subset. Okay.
Yeah.
So out of all the answers here, which one do you think is the best answer?
Yeah, I think they should know this, Madam Lim, because they are now starting. They are already starting doing their what? Their
Assignment? Yeah,
assignment task one, right?
the
Okay,
task
of
one,
course
yes.
they have to know the sequence. Okay, this how they have to arrange this taxonomy category. Okay, I think if I'm not mistaken, Madam Lim, your class also they have create their own acronym. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that you can apply your acronym here. Okay, whatever
Yes,
acronym that
acronym.
you whatever acronym that you have create before this, okay, you won't get wrong for this answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one do you think is the answer? Class.
So answer is,
Anyone?
yeah, you are right.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
D.
Yeah. Okay, we start with domain, followed by kingdom. After that, phylum. Actually, domain, kingdom, phylum, these are the three. If previous, you all maybe tak experience before this, your senior, okay, kalau senior you all dulu, when this biodiversity, for your PSPM, these are the three top taxon they always ask during the exam. Domain, kingdom, and especially phylum lah, Madam Lim, okay,
Yes.
as well as the genus and species lah. So out of the 8, okay, yang selalu akan digunakan selalu ataupun you need to know the 3 top and the 2 below. Okay, yang tengah tu biasanya order, family, and satu lagi apa? Order, family, apa satu lagi?
Order, family, and then genus, species.
Order, family tu sometimes jarang Okay, in our matriculation syllabus lah, in pre-university syllabus, okay, the 3 top the domain, the kingdom memang selalu. Okay, order, genus, class. Order, genus, class ni 3 ni memang jarang ditanya lah then domain, species, of course lah. The genus, species, of course, because that is the Carlius Linnaeus proposed, okay, for scientific name. Okay.
This question is considered very kind to all of you because all the first answer is different, 6, 7, 1, 8. Let's say if all the options A, B, C, D, they give you the domain and kingdom and then phylum, then they ask you all to choose among which one is the correct order of the genus, order, family, species. Then that you need to know that order very, very well.
Yes,
Okay.
betul. Medley, yeah. Okay.
Question 4. Bacteria plays the role in nitrogen fixation related to importance of bacteria, which is.
Okay, so this is actually referring to the learning outcomes 1.1B. 1.1 what? It means the importance of bacteria. Okay, and as well actually this one also can integrate with chapter 2, right, Madani, right? Under the
2.
nitrogen cycle as well, right?
Yeah.
So this
Okay.
one memang direct lah soalan ni. Kalau you salah rasa memang nak geram kat kamu.
Okay, so
Okay.
nitrogen fixation, they fix the nitrogen. So it is recycling of chemical elements in ecosystem. Answer is
So
A.
sorry, the alphabet out of the border, but they main lah
Yeah.
the A. The answer is A.
Okay.
Okay. So regarding this question, actually you also can relate to the concept of biogeochemical, where you need to know the two components. Am I right, Madam Lim? The recycling pools, okay, right? Okay, so nampak je recycling, you boleh actually juga relate to our lesson of the two components under the biogeochemical cycle. Walaupun nanti you maybe tak jawab dalam tak diuji dalam UPS, but later on for your PSPM, okay, it will importance for your PSPM. Okay,
Yes.
so done. Okay, next.
Okay, proceed number 5. The classification of kingdom fungi is based on what? Okay, types of reproduction, types of hyphae, types of spore-bearing structure, types of feeding mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like what Madam Lim mentioned earlier, okay, class, if you are looking at the option that given, right, semua macam betul. Betul Madam Lim kan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Macam pernah dengar lah, types of feeding mode. Pernah dengar.
Ya, pernah dengar. Reproduction. Reproduction, tapi remember okay, I think maybe distractor yang paling kuat nanti is the A lah, Ms. Lee, right? Reproduction, right? Okay. The hyphae maybe because no lah, because it's a body structure. Right? Because dia ada dua jenis body structure. So, kalau you jadi scientist pun macam mana nak classify guna body structure kan? Okay. So, and then feeding mode. Okay, feeding mode adalah juga ciri atau classification yang agak general. Okay, feeding mode. Feeding mode heterotroph ke, autotroph ke kan? Okay, so that these two you all dah boleh consider out dah. Okay, so tinggal A and C. Okay, so which one do you think is the best?
Types of reproduction, asexual ke, sexual ke, boleh ke kita classify kingdom fungi based on this one?
Yeah, betul. Okay, because they are actually fungi more preferable asexual. Am I right, Madam? Right? Madam Lee, right? They prefer asexual. Okay, but when the condition is not that good, then they have no choice kan? Right? Life have to goes on juga. Yeah, so they will produce one unique characteristic. Okay, for each phylum tu unique characteristic dia itu dia. Okay, tak jumpa pada phylum lain so the answer will be
spore bearing structure.
Yeah, okay. Yes. The sexual production, what we call is a spore bearing structure. So that is how you learn your lesson. Madam Lim, right? Okay, when you understand, you even can you can even argue, sepatutnya tak boleh B, tak boleh A, why? Okay, that is how you tackle your question. Okay, so next.
Okay, question 6. Which trophic level occupied by herbivores?
Okay, this one dah ekologi lah kan? Soalan ekologi tadi kan? Okay. So this is the concept under 2.2. Yeah, okay, the energy flow. Okay, energy flow memang kelas energy dulu masa you form 4 or form 5, okay, your during secondary school, you all memang belajar memang belajar trophic level, okay. You learn about trophic, this concept, this energy flow, but that time you only just knowing how to put each organism on their respective trophic level, right? But now, okay, you need to relate detail, okay, the role of the role of organism on their respective trophic level, okay, and how they transfer, especially the energy, okay, from one trophic level to another trophic level. Okay, so this one you all kena understand lah the concept of food chain. Okay,
Yeah,
and as well
especially
as,
you need to know the meaning of herbivore lah.
yeah, correct. Okay, so
So
they feed on what?
herbivore,
They consume on what?
feed on the plants.
Yeah, yes.
So plants
Okay.
is usually occupied the first trophic level. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so A is definitely not the answer. First trophic level is usually the plants.
Yes.
Then
Correct.
herbivore will eat on the plant, right? So
Yeah.
that the only answer would be salah jawapan.
Sorry.
Okay, so the answer is B.
Supposed to be B, sorry class, for
Second trophic
this.
level.
Yeah. I think this one when we copy paste to prepare forgot to teacher forgot to change the alphabet. Okay, sorry for this.
Yeah,
But
it's
actually
okay.
from what Madam Lim just now explained, right? Okay, if you are referring to the patterns of pyramid, okay, pyramid, ecological pyramid, right? Okay, so selalunya yang paling bawah ialah producer, okay. Tak kisahlah inverted ke, okay, is the concept will always first will be occupied by producer, okay.
Yeah.
So the answer is this one is B class, not A, okay. Sorry for the typing error, right? Okay,
Okay.
so Madam Lim, any more? We have any more question?
Okay.
Oh, okay. You are towards the
So
end of our discussion, right?
yeah, due to the time constraint, we just have 6 questions for you all as a tips. Okay,
Yeah.
so we both wish you all the best for your UPS 1 SEM 2. Okay, so anything to add on for this session, Madam Puan NORFAIZAH?
All right, Madam Lim, like what Madam Lim mentioned, okay, actually take it, okay, our sharing ini sebagai your guidance, right? And do not forget to keep on drilling, answer all the question, because we all the lecturers, our biology lecturers, take all the times, okay, untuk prepare all the questions in the form of Google form, okay, and share with you in the Google Classroom. So make sure you try out all the question, right? Out of that, Madam Lim, mesti ada join keluar, okay? Maybe lah tak sebiji, maybe tak adalah exactly the same like what the UPS question, but okay, the concept ataupun the learning outcomes, okay, will be InsyaAllah ada lah okay, make sure you all try because 20 soalan je pun, right?
Ya,
Okay,
jangan pandang rendah maka ini juga lah.
Ya, betul.
Yeah.
Sangat
So you
setuju
need to accumulate, you get what you can, do your best to obtain
Yeah.
all the PB marks. Make sure you get the best grade for your biology.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we don't know now, in the new norm, the pandemic COVID ni, we don't know your PSPM nanti macam mana, we don't know. So whatever yang ada depan mata ni, you just grab, okay, and try to get the best of you. Alright, so I think that's all from me, Madam Lim. Okay, cikgu, me and Madam Lim mewakili pada semua pensyarah biologi, unit biologi, okay, wishing you all the best for your UPS 1 right? Okay, make sure you try to answer according to what question asked you. Okay, and try to make less mistake. Okay,
Yes.
that's all from me. Okay, from Madam Lim.
Yeah. So it is actually already the good effort that you take your time to watch this video. So at least you already try to do something lah for your marks. Okay. So hopefully you be careful while answering to the questions. Read the questions carefully before you submit. Okay, because that is online. So once you submitted, then that is the marks for you. Okay, so take that maximum 35 minutes. Try to answer your best, then only you submit your answer. Okay, so
Okay,
thank you from me and good night to all.
and as well. Okay, and as well from me juga. Thank you. Right, so hope to meet you next week. I mean tomorrow lah, eh. Right, face to face hoping, right? Okay, so always stay safe in class, and patuhi SOP yang telah ditetapkan. Alright, so that's
Okay,
all. Okay, thank you. Thank you,
bye.
Madeline. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Right, bye.